Miss Dylan Jones reporting from the Edinburgh Fringe front lines here with Jamie MacDowell and Tom Thum.
Hello.
And this is going to need to be back a little bit further. Get both of you in there. Hiya. How's your fringing going?
Yeah.
How's this been?
Really good.
Yeah.
Much better. We're doing much better than we thought we would.
Oh, good.
So
have you ever been at the Fringe before?
We have with different companies and different shows, but this is the first time for this particular show, and so we expected to be doing a lot less, audience numbers, but the ones we've been getting have been far exceeding our expectations.
Right. The night I saw them, they were mostly sold out and brilliant. My friend actually recommended that I come see you guys, and he was like, "They're amazing." And beatboxing, I'm like, I grew up in the 80s. Don't talk to me about beatboxing unless it's really going to be good. And it's actually the best beatboxing I've ever seen. So there you go. I had very high expectations and was ready to be really disillusioned.
Right.
And I wasn't.
Great.
It was everything I was told it would be. Where you guys are from? Australia?
Yeah, from Melbourne, Tom's from Brisbane.
How far away are those?
Well, from each other, 2,000 kilometres.
Oh, okay, so far.
Yeah.
They're not next door. Okay.
No.
And you have been at the Fringe before. You guys, did you have to do any fundraising to actually get here?
Yeah.
A lot.
We did we did a lot of kissing ass and kind of stretching the budget a little bit just to try and get But we did a We Fund thing, so like a crowdfunding thing as well, and just really skimping and going a bit short in every other aspect of our lives to try and make all the funds connect.
Yeah. I think a lot of us came here with 20 bucks in our pocket to just kind of.
We had 20 bucks in our pocket, but then we spent it on props.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, which they actually point out they have these torches that I think you spent it on, right? And then they put those out in the audience. It was a very lovely, generous moment.
And they cost 25. So we're in the red now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Have you been able to get free food here at the cafe?
Torch.
Really? Bad karma. It's bad karma for them. Yeah. How did you come into beatboxing? And you have such great pitch with sound and singing and all of it. Is it just something that you said, oh, this seems like a cool way to try to make my mouth make noise? I mean, did you discover it one day, or you were interested, or
just that evolve? Woke up and just had amazing pitch and ability one day. I was just like, whoa! Ah.
Who knew I had that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I just coughed and it came out. It was definitely something I just worked at for years and years. And, I started off in the hip-hop scene as a breakdancer and a graffiti writer and all that. So it just slowly evolved from becoming a purely hip-hop centric kind of thing, and then just expanding and playing with Jamie has really helped my musicality, like in terms of learning harmonies and playing other instruments and stuff like that.
And how long have you two been together?
Off stage, I think like 4 years ish. We've known each other for 4 years, but I think we've only been playing for 2.5 or 3. Yeah, well, I mean, focusing on it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We've always played together, like kind of little fleeting things, but we're putting a lot of energy into it over the past year or so to make it kind of work a bit better.
That's great. Did you know you wanted to come to Edinburgh? Were you invited to come, or you just said, we're going to do it and let's make it happen, and you...
We hooked up with the management company at the end of last year.
Oh, great.
And they applied on our behalf to a bunch of festivals around the world.
Awesome.
And Edinburgh said yes. We were a bit shell-shocked at the prospect because we've done Fringe so many times and know how much of a hard slog it was, but I think it's a very essential step in getting a new show like ours off the ground because, I mean, as much as you lose a lot of money, potentially, the opportunity to gain a wider audience and exposure to promoters and things like that is almost invaluable. So,
do you go home or do you go someplace else from here?
After this we go to Germany, then we come back to London, and then we go to Switzerland.
Wonderful. Are those all Fringes, or there's just part of a tour?
No, that's part of a tour.
Great.
This is our first kind of foray into a theatre-y fringe kind of environment with this show. I mean, usually we just play straight up music gigs, and so this has been very different for us, having such a focused, concentrated audience sitting down and looking
Right.
at us. So.
How has that been a big adjustment, or it's just kind of, you seem so natural at it?
We're pretty theatrical.
Having a captive audience is really nice, especially when they're not talking fucking background while you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And our show in pubs and clubs is
Right.
quite theatrical anyway. So this is a nice kind of
Good.
extreme,
Step up.
step up. We're sort of used to performing that way anyway.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have the opportunity to really exercise.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the time you can't do like blackouts in a pub, for example, and you can't do costume
Right.
changes and things like that. So it's given us a chance to really kind of take it to the next level and go, oh, you know what? I've had this idea. Let's just try it. And Fringe is a perfect place to
Yeah.
experiment as well. So.
Yeah, I think that's why they're set up, so you can do that. And Jamie, with music, have you always played music? That
No.
it wasn't your first thing, right? You were an acrobat or
That was
something.
an acrobat.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell us about being an acrobat.
Yeah, I just really liked doing backflips when I was a kid. And then I met really good people. And then after that, I joined a company with those people.
Company, people.
And I was an acrobat in a show called the Tom Thum Crew, which is where I met Tom.
Right.
And I joined that company when I was 23, but when I was 18, I started writing music.
Right.
And that's been my passion ever since then. So while I was an acrobat, a professional acrobat, I was still a musician
Yeah.
here.
Well, clearly, and we're glad that you did, because this guy has a voice like. And I'm also a complete music snob,
Right.
and the songwriting and the voice is really. It's a very powerful combination. A lot of people have the goods, but they don't have the songwriting, and then the songwriting people don't always have the goods, and it's a beautiful mix. I have to say, very, very impressed.
Thank you.
It's a
very
beautiful
much.
thing.
Thanks a lot.
Let's see. Do we have any other questions? Is there a question that you wish someone would ask you but nobody ever does?
How'd you get so handsome, Tom?
Oh, it was just something that my parents worked on for a while.
Right.
9 months. Something
Yeah,
like that. They
that's good.
practiced
That's good.
And eventually just got there, and yeah, it
Right.
really paid off.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
How
so
do you get such luscious fingernails?
It's just a combination of
Oh, you
different
should-
hardness.
Yeah,
A cocktail that I've invented, that I've been working on for a while.
great for picking.
That's right.
Excellent.
Not so good
Excellent.
for other things.
Right. And then the charm, you just bought that on sale at at a buck savers, a pound
Yeah,
savers. Yeah,
just-
you just got that.
We were really flat and dry before we came to Edinburgh.
Right.
And the same place that sold the torches was selling a charm, 2 for 1.
Two for ones.
Excellent.
Yeah.
See,
Great
that's
price.
why you have double now.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. So Jamie MacDowell and Tom Thum here at the Edinburgh, and signing off.